Welcome to the drupa Red Sofa interview. Today we're speaking to Jeff Clarke, Chief Executive of Kodak. Jeff, I know you've been with the business a couple of years now. Well, this is not your first drupa, I assume. You've been before?
This is my first drupa.
Yeah. Right, okay. Oh, excellent. And what are your first impressions?
It's amazing. I mean, what a significant show of the scale of what happens every 4 years here, now every 3 years, I guess.
No, absolutely. And it's interesting, you've had your press conference already. You talked about the sale of the Prosper business.
Right.
Do you think to an extent that's maybe overshadowed your presence here slightly, or?
I don't think so at all. I mean, first of all, Prosper is part of Kodak today. One of the main reasons we're participating so significantly here at drupa is because of Prosper. Okay. And it's a great opportunity for potential buyers and current customers to come. In fact, we've already had one sale of a Prosper. This has been announced already. So we're pleased with where we are on Prosper. But the overall point of us coming to drupa is all of the 7 business units, not just one. And so we have six other business units and 20 products we're announcing.
Okay. And what do you think, because I understand this, we're hoping to conclude the sale at some point this year. Mm-hmm. What's the Kodak of the future going to look like, the Kodak of 2017?
Very much like it looks today. So today we have $1.8 billion in revenue. 1.6 billion of that is non-Prosper business. And so very much, still 95% of the company is still as it is, which is traditional printing, both CTPs, plates, including the most environmentally sensitive plate in the industry, Sonora, printing on packaging, a very large business and a fast-growing business, still inkjet printing with our Versamark drop-on-demand capability, digital printing with our electrophotographic next press printing, making micro 3D printing in 3D, and printing in this case touchscreen sensors, and of course consumer and film, which Kodak's known for.
Okay. What do you see? Because Prosper has been described before as one of the pillars of growth for the business. Right. So what do you see as the sort of key pillars? Is it all of those areas or some specific ones?
Well, many areas are going to grow faster than others. Our fastest growing product is our Sonora plate. This is an environmentally sensitive, no chemical plate. It's grown from 0 to 18% of all of our plates, and it will grow up to 30% in the next couple of years. So that is growing very rapidly. Then printing on packaging, very fast growth.
Okay. And how important are shows like drupa for Kodak?
Very important. I mean, this is a chance where you can spend 11 days, you can see an enormous part of your customer base and prospective customer base. You can see your partners, and you can also look at your competitors.
No, true. And actually, have you had a chance to have a look around the show yet? Or?
I have, yeah. I've wandered through some of those booths.
And any highlights so far? Obviously no competitors, of course.
Well, that Kodak booth, I think, was the highlight.
Goes without saying, of course. And in 2 weeks' time, what's a good drupa going to look like for Kodak?
Well, for us, it will be better engagement with our customers. We've invested millions of dollars to be here, and we've brought in presses like the Prosper press, a $4 million press that people can see print, which is the fastest inkjet press in the world. We've brought in new UltraStream technology, so people can look under the covers of what's coming a couple years from now. And then, of course, the latest CTPs and our new flexographic capabilities as well.
Okay. And I appreciate you haven't been in the job for that long. I mean, obviously,
a couple of years.
Yeah, a couple of years. So fair.
I'm past the warm-up lap. Don't worry.
True. But obviously, Kodak's changing a lot, going through a bit of an evolution itself.
It is.
Are you seeing the same thing in your customers? I mean, how have they changed in the past couple of years?
Well, I think our customers are looking for several things. Most importantly, they're looking for consistent supply of high-quality products, and then they're looking for innovation. And this is where Kodak truly differentiates itself. We're applying science at a higher rate than any of our competitors for environmental solutions and just for lower cost products that make our printers more profitable.
Yeah, okay. One final question for you, if that's okay. Obviously, you're a technology company, so I might be able to guess what the answer's going to be. But print's always been very focused on its people. For you, what's more important? Is it about technology or is it about people?
Well, obviously, only people write the checks for the product, but they want solutions. So when you have to work closely with the relationship of a printer, because it's their business, and then introduce technology into it. You can't say it's either, but people come first.
Yeah, okay. So you've been with the business a couple of years now. I mean, obviously you've changed some of the company, but you tried to change the culture as well. How have you gone about that?
We have. So we've tried to embrace the most important things of Kodak's past, like taking science and making breakthrough changes that impact an industry. But we're also trying to go back to some of what George Eastman did originally, which is you push the button and we'll do the rest. That science, great products, but simplicity as well.
Great. Thank you. Brilliant. Well, thank you for your time, Jeff.
It's wonderful to see you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
You too.